Welcome back, biology students. This video is about using a retrospective timetable as a really effective revision strategy, and this includes 2 free downloads as well to help use, especially for biology students, but the technique itself can be used by students for any subject areas. It's going to help you revise smarter and not just harder, and it can seriously help boost your grades. You're going to use active recall, spaced repetition, and targeted practice, and it's going to help you stay calm in the process. I think especially for biology students, they can feel overwhelmed with the sheer amount of content they need to study, and it's not just about regurgitating that information. You need to be able to explain it, you need to be able to apply it, you need to be able to use your transfer skills in your biology toolkit. So where to start? Traditional revision timetables often fall apart with an unexpected event, or maybe you don't feel so well. So there is a better way, a retrospective revision planner. This technique, basically you're going to log what you've studied and when, and you're going to colour code it based on how confident you feel about a topic. So it's a really important strategy to help you constantly move forward and think, where are you going next? The schedule adapts to your actual needs rather than having a rigid schedule. So you record what you have revised, not what you're planning to revise. You're going to log each topic after a revision session, and then you can plan your next review based on your confidence. So for example, if you've colour coded in red, you don't understand the topic, you definitely need to revisit it, and soon. If it's amber, you're okay with that topic, but you're perhaps not ready to step into an exam on that yet. Green, that's where you're aiming to achieve in. You're feeling confident. So why does this work so well? It's because you're incorporating spaced retrieval and active recall, which is great for your exam success. You're reviewing the topics at spaced intervals that help strengthen your long-term memory, and by active recall you're practicing retrieving information using questions. You're not just sitting there rereading your notes. You're working smart so you can focus more of your time on those areas that feel weaker to you. So let's look at the free tools. Firstly, you've actually got the timetable itself. Okay, that's downloadable. I've put in all the topics there, so there is molecules, cells, ecosystems and organisms are all there broken up. And then there's also a checklist. So the checklist breaks down every single topic. I'll show you what that looks like. So here's the checklist. This is for the very first topic, A1.1 water. So you can see it starts to break the topic down into its component parts, and that ensures that you cover everything. There'll be no nasty surprises on exam day. Now you could use this checklist after your teacher's taught a topic, or if you've just finished revising this topic. You need to build in timed practice. So each week you should be doing some practice questions. The best thing to use is past paper questions from the IB. However, if there's not questions available on a certain topic, you can look at things like cognitive with exam style questions, or in thinking, the end of chapter questions in your textbook, or even questions given to you by your teacher. Use a range of command term questions, okay? Don't just go for the multiple choice, the easiest ones, okay? And then finally, when you're doing those practice questions, do not use your notes. Make sure you set a timer, so look at the number of marks available, work out how long you would get, and then make sure that you self-mark those questions. To grab your free downloads, there is a link in the video description. So there is an Excel document, or you can use it as Google Sheets. It's a revision timetable that you can fill in. And then as a PDF, there's the full biology syllabus topic by topic, and that's been aligned to the May 2025 exams. So I hope that's been helpful to you. If you like this strategy, please do give it a thumbs up. Do subscribe to the channel for more IB biology tips and strategies, and then please share it with classmates who might need a better way to revise. This technique should work for all subjects. So good luck with those exams, and remember, revise smarter, not just harder.